Click that one first.
Yes, hello.
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 I am in the control seat.
Oh, he doesn't know what he's doing.
Click that
hold
one.
Hold on.
Click that one.
There we go.
Then everything goes dark and the game is over.
It's fine. It's alright. Just hit play. Don't need to do anything else. Just hit play. There we go. What that? What this?
This is the cutscene to Subculture, because it technically loaded up on the disc but has already gone. This is important plot. This is. It's actually probably more background, but it's important.
It's
I also can't
lore.
hear any of that.
I know.
Of course, because these are my headphones.
Yes. But you've seen this a billion times.
I've seen this a billion times. This was quality story building. This is world building back in the day.
What was back in the day? What year is it?
1995?
1995.
Maybe? Ish? Something like that.
Look at this guy. Amazing.
It's an amazing plot, isn't it? You can just work out what's going on with no dialogue. It's
No.
incredible, isn't it? And then he pulls the rock. He
Gotta lift
dwains.
the eyebrow.
He has dwaned. And now he is set out on an undisclosed and unspoken mission
To do unspoken
to
things.
do unspoken things. But he has a submarine, which I'm pretty sure then actually clipped through the background image because it's not actually in the
There you
background.
go. Hit pause. Hit
Right.
pause. There we go. Because that's not technically ours. Okay.
Okay.
So, go to Streamlabs.
I'm doing
Game.
it again. Right, and then this is where we are.
Yeah. So now you can close this window.
Which window? This one. Just right.
There you
Okay.
go. Hello. I'm probably going to need remapping because our setup here is a bit weird. It's going to be this one here. So basically, Spooks got this game running on his computer, and I've got all the stream stuff running on my computer, which is why our controls are the other way around. So I'm sat in front of his machine, he's sat in front of my machine, and is essentially manning the controls of the stream while I play the game.
Yes.
Spook wanted to show this game to me. It does mean that my tracking's probably going to be a little bit off. As you can see, when I blink, it really kind of is only tracking one of my eyes because of the angle. But that's because my camera kind of can't stretch any further. But we're doing the best we can, and I don't care because I'm going to play this game that Spooks wanted to show me for like years.
Yes.
It does mean that I'll keep sort of like doing this because I'll be looking over at Spook. This is me looking at Spook's screen. So yeah, so my model's going to be a bit weird, but I don't mind. Okay,
Right, here we go.
so I need absolute basic base instructions from you on everything.
Okay, first, before we properly get into it, I want to have a little vent about how difficult it has been to get this game to
Yes,
work.
yes, that is valid.
Oh my
That's
god.
very valid.
I spent literally about 6 hours on, what was it, Tuesday? I was off Tuesday, wasn't I?
Yes.
I spent about 6 hours on Tuesday trying to find ways to get this game to run, only to come to the conclusion that the initial way that I was getting it to work is the best that we're going to get.
Uh-huh.
It's going to look like perfectly fine to you guys watching, but the issue for me is that the very top of the screen, like the top sort of 3 rows of pixels in this degenerated game so that it runs properly on the computer,
Uh-huh.
are black.
Yes.
Now, you guys probably won't notice that, but I do, and it sticks in my mind
Yes.
because I look at it and I'm like, there should be more top. There's
Yes,
not
there should.
enough top.
There's literally a small fragment of the UI is missing from the
Right.
top.
So let's get into the
Okay.
then. Hit new game.
Hit new game.
Because I have not changed any of the graphics at first, and I want them to see what it looks
Oh
like.
no.
Click new game. It's gonna have a load because I've actually loaded it from my CD. Wow!
Look at this
Actually, it doesn't
graphics!
look too bad on the stream. It's not great, but it doesn't look too bad. So, that's
Okay.
what the game normally looks like, and as you can see,
Before we get any further, how is the volume,
Oh,
guys?
yeah.
It does look like the music is almost as loud as we are, so we might just turn the entire thing down, like just so, rather than the games. Obviously, we can just do this.
Yeah.
So, let us know how loud it is, because Spook has been very adamant about the music in this game.
it's beautiful.
He wants.
Just listen to it.
Spook wants us to hear the music.
Imagine being like, put yourself. It's quite loud at the moment. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay,
Okay,
so-
so what we'll do.
Oh, you're going to turn it down in here, are you?
Well, I was going to turn it down a little bit anyway. How's that? How we look at the moment. If it's too loud still, then I'll have to do it
Yeah, if
from
it's too loud still, you need to do it in Streamlabs.
loud enough that it is difficult to hear you guys.
Yeah, lower that down. That'll probably do. You can see how loud we are in comparison. So we're getting up, sometimes touching the yellow. That's about halfway, so hopefully people can hear us, but we still want you to hear the music. Perfect,
Okay,
fantastic.
cool. So
Look at this little guy in the corner! What's he doing?
So he's part of the city of Tuka Reef. You would normally be able to read that, but unfortunately there's only 8 pixels to work with for up here in the top where it says Tuka Reef.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So what we're going to do before we continue further is we are going to go into the graphics. And we're going to stick the high res on, quality rendering, and the water surface, because that used to take up a lot of memory back in the day and
No.
wasn't always allowed. So now when we continue, we get a much more clearer view. Isn't that nice?
That's so
Also,
funny.
they can't see the dude because you're in the way. There's a dude behind blue.
There's a little dude face
There you
behind
go,
me.
look at him.
Look at him! It's the dude from the cutscene. There you go.
So,
Just behind me.
for Das's sake, because I know that you've told me about this for Das before, although this is a game that takes place in the ocean, and there are sort of like moments where there is a bit of like an abyss beneath you, it is not like Nautica in that there are monsters.
No.
Weirdly enough, this game is slightly more about like the civilizations. There's two different people. There's the Bohine and there's the Procha or the Proca, Procha. I don't know how you pronounce that.
I'm not sure either.
They're essentially at war with one another. So it's about how the people interact with each other. So even though we're going to go deep diving around in the ocean, nothing's going to come out and like jump scare in the darkness. It's not that kind of
It's
game.
not a horror game.
No, it's not that
It's
kind of-
not
it's-
like
it's just-
Subnautica.
There's exploration and it's like dark and it's creepy because it's dark, but you might find like fish in there, and you'll see in a minute as you swim around that the fish do look funny, but they look funny because they're obviously pixelated fish.
Yes,
from
because they've got about
1995.
5 polygons to them.
Yeah.
I was looking over your shoulder when you were trying to get this look going. Would you say that the creepiest looking thing is an anglerfish? I think I
Yeah.
saw.
The anglerfish, and I've been scared a few times by the lionfish because they're quite big. You know, they look
Oh,
big, but it's
yeah.
it's a fish. It's,
Yeah, just
It's not like a megalodon's like living out there or anything. That's
okay,
not what.
so yeah, so it's
how
not,
they're
not a horror game. It's not Subnautica.
Anyway.
Stuff will not be coming out.
So-
Right. How do I do anything?
Okay, so controls wise, this is like kind of before the days of WASD
Mm-hmm.
because it's a submarine, it's not a person. So you've got A and Z, which will bring you forwards and backwards.
Oh.
You've got, S and X, which raise you up and down. Look, there's the water surface. We had to turn that on because if you don't,
That's the water?
if you turn that off,
Water in quotation marks?
you get nothing. So you don't know where the top boundary is. So you end up just sort of holding S, being like, "Can I go more up?" And it's like, "No, you've run out of up. Up is gone."
There's no up.
So that is your up. So you got
Water.
S and X, up and down, and then you've got left and right with your arrow keys.
Okay,
It's a
so
two-handed
there's
game.
no mouse in this game.
No mouse in this, not at the moment.
Okay.
And then up and down is the pitch as well. So literally like a submarine. If you want more immersion, F1 brings you first person.
Ooh.
F2 brings you back to third person.
I'm gonna forget all of this.
You probably will, yeah, it's fine.
It's
Sea
a
turtle
turtle!
was just being attacked by the city.
No!
And F3 changes your center console to the camera that is pointing down because
Oh.
you have a Succomatic.
I
Which is used
beg
to
your
collect stuff.
pardon?
Yes, it's a sucker. I was 7.
You were saying-
I was 7. Please be kind to my game. I was 7 years old.
Ah,
Yeah, there you go. You see, the lionfish is currently being a dick to you, so you might want to get out of his way. He's been an knob. He's been a knob.
ah,
The city will attack him in a minute. They'll just be like, stop doing that. F3 then will also change it back. But
Feel
yeah,
like I'm
up
going
here, you see you've got your little submarine. It's showing you where you're pointing just in case you get disorientated.
Oh, okay.
The one to the right of that shows you what equipment you've got, and you've currently got a Succomatic, which works with the control button.
Control, right? And what does it do?
It sucks things up because you can go play this game as a He is really
That lionfish is spook already had to take.
get out of it. I'm trying to explain stuff and
I'm
never get
already
attacked by a
taking
lionfish.
over the controls.
Bloody lionfish, man, bastard. Yeah. So the thing that I loved about this game, there are missions. There is a story. I have never done the story.
Okay.
Because I was too young to understand. Because for anyone, it's similar to like Elite Dangerous in that there are loads of places to go to and you can go and trade resources between them, and there are enemies that come and attack you.
Yeah.
So there are different ways that you can have fun with it. And because there are these two competing nations, there are missions to do. I was too young to understand it.
Oh, didn't know what was going on.
I mean, I can show you with the first mission in this game, but just for the time being, just have
Just
a
have
swim
a-
around
just have a look
and
around,
see
okay.
what's about, and sort of point stuff out and be like, what the hell is this? The hell is that? You just got to get used to
Yeah,
not
this is-
WASD. It's now
Azix.
Azix.
Azix. Is that the name of this dude? Azix.
Azix. That is now his name.
That's
He will
his
now be
name.
Azix because
The game doesn't honor him by giving him his own name.
Nope.
Right. I can see that we have a map in the top. Do we
Yes.
have the option to get a full screen map?
No, not that I'm aware of. I don't remember ever seeing one. But you can switch to F1 if you don't want to see like a yellow submarine on your screen all the time.
Oh wow, we found a ribcage already. That's cool as heck.
Yep, giant ribcage.
I always love finding stuff like that in like any game, to be honest. Subnautica, freaking Monster Hunter, giant skeletons of just like, ooh, what was this?
So I believe this does take place in, like, it's meant to take place on Earth, as far as I'm aware. These are just meant to be like tiny people, I suppose, like the Borrowers or something. So I mean, I guess there should technically be sharks and stuff out here, and so they've put a skeleton of an actual like giant fish in there, but they didn't. I don't reckon they probably had the budget for big monsters.
Yeah.
Oh, we've actually been waiting so long. It's actually going slightly night.
Night.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So if you press one of the bracket buttons.
Bracket. Square bracket.
Yes, square bracket.
What?
That will change up here where your Succomatic was. This is now your lights. So if you press Control now, turn your lights on, and then you can press your brackets to then go back to the Succomatic, so you can leave them on.
Yeah. So this is where people on the stream, if you look like right next to that thing where you can see those little red things, that's supposed to be a number, isn't it?
Yes.
And that's where Spook's like, oh, part of the UI is being cut off. We can't see what that number is.
I'm assuming it's the title bar that is somehow overlapping, but I can't. When I tried 6 hours, I'm not exaggerating. I spent 6 hours trying to get this to work. I even installed old virtual machines of Windows 95, Windows 98, Windows 7, just trying to get all this to work. You're right there, love. You're kind of grinding along the floor there.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. It's going to take a very long time to get in my brain.
Or do you want to change them?
The buttons. No, I will get them eventually.
Because you can change the controls if needs be. Are you going to explore every inch of this map? Make sure, yeah, look, switch that.
Oh.
Have a look around, like, rather than just grinding along the wall.
I was grinding along the wall because I noticed it was an edge, and as you can see, I found a little cave. Core, thank you for subbing!
Hello, Core.
Hello!
Welcome to water. So this is what I mean about...
You might recognise this game, Core. You're old. I'm sorry, I had
Unsubbed.
to. No! Ooh.
Yeah.
I take it back. I take it back. I take it back.
She's leaving. She's exiting. She's like, nope, not doing this. Too much for you too soon.
There's no monsters.
There's no monsters.
There's no monsters. There's no monsters.
But I think that's why I loved it as a kid, because obviously when you're like 7, if there had been like a giant fish that eats you down here, I would have never.
Yeah, you would never have picked this game
I'd have been like
again.
too scared. So being able to explore them and being like, oh, it was fine, kind of gave you that kind of brave instinct of like, I can go and check out more of these places and see what's around.
Even though I'm literally just being like, there's no monsters, there's no monsters, there's no monsters. I'm really scared right now. We've been here 5 minutes. You sank my sub. Oh my god, this is... Were you actually scared as a kid regardless though?
I think I was tense, you know, but I usually, when I went around to my dad's to play this, I always had a friend with me, so there would be 2 of us like this sat playing Subculture together and like looking around, and so I always had a friend who was always a little braver and eager to sort of push things a bit. Like Dan is usually the one that I went around with.
Yeah,
so
Dan's like that.
Dan's always the one of just being like, let's poke it, and you know, like bad things happen.
Ugh.
It's a crab. It's not a spider. It's a crab. It's underwater.
Crab. Time for crab.
You're invading his home, and then you're going, ugh, that's very rude.
Careful, it's shark-infested waters. The waters aren't infested. That's where they live.
Yeah. So there was nothing really in this cave for us to mess about with, but just looking through this kind of stuff.
Explore.
Yeah, it's that's what I mean. It's fun to explore in this game, just to have a look around. And I mean, a lot of the game is above water, above surface. There's not, you know, there are some caves, but this is one of the few caves that there are. But I don't know. There was just always something about looking through these, and every time I load up the game, I thought, is there going to be something different this time?
There you go, there's an anglerfish.
Yeah, there's Dick. He's just been a prick to that fish.
They have such lovely faces, but the cave itself has ended.
He will pick a fight with you in a minute, because that's just what he's like. But you are in a submarine, so they can't really do that much. Oh, easy, look. Oh, you can hear that noise.
Yeah, I can hear that.
This is probably a good time to explain health to you.
Yeah, is it that little circle in the top corner?
Yeah, that top one in the top right. So you've taken a bit of damage. That's from the lionfish at the start, and from you rubbing your face along every surface at the start of the game, looking for orange lines on the map. The other small box with the little electric symbol, if you press this, probably not now actually, but because you'll shoot the fish and they'll get angry with you, but if you look at a wall...
Ah! No, don't take me away!
Woo!
Ah!
If you press the space bar, that is your attack.
Ah, okay.
It's only a very close range because it's not very good. There are other weapons that you can obviously hope for. And we are now back on the surface.
And the music kicks back in.
And the music kicks back in, which is very nice, isn't it?
Yeah. That's
So,
nice.
let's take a start on doing some kind of training stuff. So if you turn around and go back towards the cave, it was something that I saw looking down on the ground there, down on the ground.
Ooh, this
Is thorium. Now this is an item that you can trade in this game, but you can't pick it up as is, and if you get closer you'll notice in the top right you have a radiation
it's
symbol.
radioactive.
You're getting slightly radioactive from it. That's okay, because it doesn't do a lot of damage to you and you can obviously repair it.
Okay.
But the way that you would collect this is if you get close to it and use your electric, you can break it apart into 3 chunks, and then you can pick those chunks up with your Sokomatic. So this will be your first little can you pick things up tutorial thing. I need to get a bit closer than that. Ooh. Maybe a bit closer. There you go.
Oh, you gotta get pretty
So
close.
this is where picking things up would be a bit of a problem because you can't really see. So if you press F3, you can open up your underneath camera.
Okay.
So now you can move above stuff.
So is it? There we go.
There you go. So now you got a better view on what you're going to be picking up. And then Z to go backwards. There you go. So there's a piece on the floor there. So if you press X to go down a little bit, a little bit more, and then a bit forward.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Yeah, you're getting that. And then when you think you're ready, you can press Control, and it turns it on for a short period of time, as you can see by the little symbol. And then you can press it again because it goes off after a couple of seconds.
Okay. I guess I need to be lower because I didn't get it.
There you
There
go.
we go.
So now you would be able to see your stock count. You
Ah.
have space for 5, which is why I was saying it's really annoying that it's the top part that's cut off.
Yeah,
Because
because
if it was
that's
the
got
bottom,
the number that we
it's
need.
like, whatever, I can lose a bit
Okay,
of that.
so it
but
was displaying 0, 0, and now it's ticked up to 0,
0,
1.
1. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can move forward a bit now.
Well,
'cause
I think we'll somewhat be able to see, like, what.
yeah, we can gather what
Yeah,
the
we
numbers
can
are.
sort of see the difference. That's a number 2.
Yeah, and then last piece.
There we go.
And it does actually like hold it in the air. So if you know when it rises up, it'll then start to fall back down to the floor.
Oh,
so
if you haven't
use
actually got
repeatedly,
it.
you can
Oh,
lift it.
okay.
Okay, so now let's go and dock in this city. So if you press F3, you can bring your map back up. Now done with that. So you see that little orange square on the map underneath where it says Tuka Reef.
Oh, okay.
That's the actual
dock.
depot where you land. So try not to crash into these people's houses and bridges and buildings because they do need them. It's like the ballroom. Just loads of
Yeah,
bridges.
so many bridges. Oh, there we go. It's like locked in on it.
There you go. So you get a little indicator, and then as you get closer to it, there you go. Do you want to dock? So it's got an automatic docking procedure. So you actually have to press yes
So I
and
have
no,
to
like
press
in
Y and N, yeah. Oh, it's so DOS.
It's so MS
It's
DOS.
so DOS. Ah! Look at these cutscenes.
Quality. This was quality back in the day. I do question though that clearly they are land creatures because they get out and walk around. So why do they live in water? The law. MatPat, get on it.
Maybe they don't breathe oxygen.
Maybe.
You know, they could be pumping some different kind of gas into these structures.
He does have a helmet on. Might take a few seconds to load this, but it
Yes.
did before and I thought it crashed and I was like, no.
It has to load from the
There
CD
we go.
drive. They don't even include CD drives for computers anymore. Spooks didn't come with one when we got him a new computer. We had to manually buy him an external CD drive.
It shows my age, but I was genuinely perplexed because I was like, well, how would you put in like the installation CD? And you just gave me that look of like, oh.
Oh, no. No.
So welcome to Reef.
Blank Reef.
So you got 4 buttons here that you can click on. So if you go to trade,
Okay, these will take a second to load, won't they?
they might do actually.
Yeah, because they did when you were testing them. Hang on. Welcome to Tuka Reef, the cultural centre of Bohine? Dunno. Come on in and enjoy the sights and sounds of our city. We are sure your visit will be a pleasant one. Procia is probably
That's what I think it's Procia.
Procia.
Proca? Proca?
I don't think it would be ka. No. I think it would be sh, like in a schule house.
Procia.
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 Procia. Provocia. Activity is currently registering at an all-time low since conflict began. The seas have never been safer. Oh, we've
And then
got...
you get a little
Yeah.
readout of what you've got. So we're neutral with them because
Neutral.
obviously we just started the
No
game.
mission.
No mission.
Our
It's our
shields.
shields that have taken a bit of
Yes.
damage from
Yes.
radiation and stuff. So if we
You
go to
trade.
trade,
Give it a
please
sec
stand
for
by.
load.
A few moments later. There we
Yeah.
go. So these are all the things that are equipped on your submarine at the moment. These
Okay.
three here. So we've got the lightning, the lights, and the Succomatic. On the left here are all things that we could buy, and if we click on them, it will tell us how much they cost, and we can click info for a little bit more information. So if you click on, say, like the missile launcher, which is a good weapon to get, $5,000. We
$5,000.
currently have 0.
We
We
have
are
no money.
penniless.
We're
If you click
skint.
info, you get a nice little. There you go.
Yeah.
Nice little pic. Like
Yeah,
there's a
little
lot
graphic.
of visual information which I liked about it as a kid.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, yeah, when you're a kid, you don't want to read text.
No. So getting like a visual thing and you get the icon that pops up. So find a dependable piece of equipment that may get you out of some tight spots. Very good. You can click done on that. So
Cool.
we're not going to be able to buy anything at the moment because we have no money. If we go to goods down the bottom right,
I was about to say, because it's like hold. I was like, I thought we just picked stuff up. It's
the
empty.
hold is not our cargo hold. The hold is our equipment hold.
Right.
So
Shouldn't it
goods
be
are
a
displayed-
torpedo launcher?
Sorry?
I don't know enough about maritime weapons to answer that. Also, high standard.
I believe he is correct because a missile has some sort of lock-on feature. A torpedo is literally just and
okay.
hope for the best, or at least it is in video games. As I say, I'm not a nautical man. Click on goods. This would be where your cargo hold of actual stuff is.
Oh, okay.
So we have thorium, and this I always
Oh,
love
wow,
this.
it's
as a kid.
changing.
It's changing as if it's simulating like a stock
stock
market. It's so cool.
That's
It's so-
really cool.
But I was always really taken away by all this stuff on the side. You got like refined thorium, metal, processed metal, pearls, copper, purified water, kelp beer, and it's like, well, can you go out and get these things? It's like, well, technically you could buy these things because they're there. You could buy some.
I'm sorry, lionfish venom?
Lionfish venom.
What the fuck?
That was
That's
what I
so
always looked at as a kid. I was always like, well, how do I get lionfish
How do you
venom?
how do you
I used to
extract
go
venom
around
from a lionfish?
Murdering so many lionfish.
I'm
It's
guessing you
not how
don't.
get it.
I'm guessing you don't do it like that.
No, I think it's what. Well, this is the thing because it simulates the stock market. I didn't understand the stock market as a kid. I barely understand it now as an adult. The first mission in this game is to go and take thorium to the refinery, which is a specific place on the map.
Okay.
And it says that get refined thorium and then you can bring it back here to sell because you'll see, like, if you want to buy refined thorium here, it's like $2,500. Sell it for 1,200.
Yeah.
1,200 is a lot of money to sell one for. You're selling thorium for about 100 at the moment,
Yeah.
which is
It just went.
pittance.
It just went up in value.
It's
It
going up,
was
yeah,
90
but
when we were here.
it's still shit. That's still a
It's-
shit
yeah.
amount of money.
Yeah.
What it means for you to do is to go and get thorium, go to the refinery, sell it there, buy refined thorium, and bring it back here to sell. But I didn't know that as a kid. I thought,
Oh.
well, I got an item, I gave it to you, you refine it for me, so I get it back. And I was like, well, I don't have my refined thorium, so maybe the game's broken or it doesn't
Oh,
work.
okay.
Because I didn't understand. That was the way the game was trying to tell me. Buy from places where it's low, sell where it's high, and you'll make a profit as a trader. Didn't understand.
That's how it
So,
works.
yeah, so you don't want to
Ah.
sell your thorium here. So if you hit done,
Okay. So yeah, I'm guessing with most of the stuff, it's like if you can refine it, that's the better option.
yeah, if you can process it in some way first, that is the best thing. So hit done, and then we'll go to missions, and we'll
Get
take
a
the first mission because
Loading.
loading again. Swap from phone to game PC. Welcome back.
Hell yeah.
So missions. So welcome to the Bohine Recruitment Agency. Agency.
Agency work. Prospectors wanted. Oh heck! Why did the non-binary prospector head off into the mountains? Because there's gold in they them hills.
I'm gonna just hit
No!
the video
No!
button there. I have the controls here. Anyway, in this ever-changing world, we have varying requirements for freelance mercenaries.
No, chat! Respect my joke! Ah!
Be gone! They are all posted to us often. What? They are all posted to us, often from throughout the Bohine Nation. Is that technically English? Often from throughout? Missions available that suit your skills are posted above. Don't forget, requirements change frequently and new jobs will become available from time to time. Even if we don't have an opportunity that suits you here, there are always trading opportunities at our cities. There are other places that are under Bohine territory.
Okay.
So if you click on Prospectors Wanted, and it
has to
loads
load
for
it.
about 5 million years.
So-
Ta-da! So this is where it would teach you about going for your first things. So as the war with Approacher continues, thorium supplies are dwindling. I don't know what thorium is. Thorium is an appeal to all prospectors to replenish the Tuka supplies of refined thorium. As you well know, the thorium is a valuable commodity, providing power and means of generating oxygen. They do
okay.
breathe
It sounds like a fake metal if it just
Yeah.
produces oxygen.
This is the essence of life in our environment, and as such, we will buy it at a very competitive rate. For newcomers to prospecting, here are a few tips. Seasons pros can skip the section. The thorium's unrefined state is crystalline, blah, blah, blah. So if you can click to skip down. So basically, it's telling you, use your zapper.
Oh, you
to break
can't
the
scroll because scroll wheels didn't exist.
Scroll wheels didn't exist. This was back in the day when you had to boil an egg to get a new mouse wheel. It rolled underneath. That's how it worked.
Boil an egg.
It's just a thing.
Hard boiled egg.
Core knows. Core was around at this time. Stangy knows because he's just old of mind. Scroll down more. Scroll down.
I don't care.
Keep clicking, that's it. So there you go. So the chunks are much easier to suck up and hold with standard off-the-shelf Suckomatic. In this form, the thorium is of little use, but the refinery will buy thorium in its raw state. There is usually a quantity of refined thorium for sale. Refined thorium is normally prohibitively expensive, but the money from delivering unprocessed product will make it within the average practicer's reach. Any refined thorium you can deliver for us from the factory will be welcomed, and we will be rewarded a markup of 50%.
Hey,
Nice.
okay. There you go.
Why do we pay so much? Well, the waters around the refinery are notorious for pirate activity.
No!
With such a high prize at stake. You may have to forage to find the thorium. To get to the refinery from here, head north, northwest to Velkova Station. Beware, this is Approacher City. We are enemies. Then head north to the wooden outcrop. The refinery lies to the east,
Okay.
northeast of there. To the east-northeast. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
between
east,
and north.
northeast, yeah.
So we have a heading. We're
Okay.
heading basically kind of northish.
Yeah, north-ish.
Northish.
So, head, we gotta sort of do a little loop in a way. It says, head northwest, then head north, and then east, northeast. So we're essentially going in a bit of a curve.
So it's up to you if you want to accept it here, or if you want to go to the Approacher City and accept it from them.
I'll accept this here just because it's where we've started.
Cool. Okay. So hit accept. It loads for a bajillion years. And now our save icon has gone. Because this is back in the day when you can't save during missions.
No!
It's too hard to program in. So now we can just launch.
Ouch.
And we get the lovely music back.
Once it loads.
Once it loads. There we go. I'm going to turn my headset up just a bit. Okay.
It is
So
nice.
you'll notice now that even though we didn't sell our thorium, our cargo hold is empty. So every time you visit a city, you deposit your cargo so you can go back out and keep exploring,
Oh, okay.
which is nice. So switch to first-person view. Let's go look for some more thorium then, and we're going to get a
When is it again?
F1. There you go. Bring back your Suckomatic as well because you're going to need that. There you go. This is one of those games where I'd love to play, where you have like specialized keyboards where you only have a few controls, but you have like a team of people. You know, like Star
right.
Trek style, so you can just call out. I've always wanted to do it with like Faster Than Light as well. I don't know why, it just seems a bit
Remember, we did that on we had a mobile game that kind of simulated that once. Do you remember it?
Yes.
Yeah,
that was a
we would all sit in the living room and our screens, we'd all sign in, and then it would be like you'd have different roles, and so your phone would give you a different like key console
God,
essentially.
I'd completely forgotten until you said that. That was a sick game. I love that game.
That was a good
That was
one,
good.
yeah. And so like the captain would have a readout screen that would basically say like activate thrusters, and whoever was in charge of the thrusters would have to do it.
It would have to do a thing, wasn't it? It wasn't just a button press normally. It was
Yeah,
like a small puzzle.
because it was mobile. Some of them were like shake and things like that,
Yeah.
and rotate. But it was almost a bit like don't talk and keep talking, no one explodes, and that like different people would have to call out different instructions for other people in the room.
You're right there, love.
Yeah.
It's so funny watching you play. Oh, did you see that there?
I didn't know. Something's
press,
coming.
Press S to go straight up.
Go away. Don't attack me.
No, he's going away. He's like, oh, I'm messing with that. Look down there.
Ooh.
What are those?
Ooh, bottle caps.
Yeah, bottle caps.
Metal.
Look at that, a little stash of them. So this is where you would have to use your old gamer brain and remember where it is on the map. because it will stay there until you collect it.
Oh, okay.
Because you can't get it with the Succomatic because you can't fit that in your ship. No chance. Tiny little ship.
Too big. Yeah.
Too big. So you'll have to get something else to come back.
Okay, so here I'm guessing this is the other city because we've gone north a little bit. Blank Station.
Volkova Station. Rocha Empire City Volkova Station welcomes you. Look at that man.
Look at that guy. Look at that mustache.
I feel like if I had better understanding of your Twitch setup, I would so do a quick zoom in on his face right now.
Yeah. Do you want to dock? No, I don't. Not just yet. Turtle.
Bye, turtle.
Another bottle cap.
It's like an old milk bottle cap, which today's youth won't know because they don't have milkmen nowadays.
Milkmen still exist.
Do they?
Oh wow, they actually did ray tracing. RTX enabled.
That looks like Reese's Pieces. Yeah. They are putting Reese's Pieces in the ocean. The peanut butter would kill us all. Oh. Oh. Target locked. Ooh.
Oh, a lot of it.
There's a few
and
of
a
them. So
mine.
this is where you could get one of them, go back to city, and then come back and get the other one. But don't break both of them because they will break into 6 pieces, and you can only carry 5. The other one will despawn. Oh, oh, oh. Bang. Alright, there we go. So now changing the camera so you can have a look around and see how you collect stuff. Them.
Nope, not that one.
Ooh.
There's the Succomatic.
How are you going to see below you? There we go. She's getting there,
Yay!
picking up the controls. So this is the prequel to Pikmin. I have a weird story about Pikmin. I actually saw Pikmin when I was out shopping, and it was one of them games where my mum was like, you know, no, you've had too many new games at the moment, you can't have anything new. So I didn't get Pikmin, but I was just kind of like childhood obsessed with the box, just looking at it. I was like, man, this looks like something I would like.
That's how I was with World of Warcraft, except I was a teenager.
There was a brain then that was giving you some instructions, but it's
I
basically just telling you you can store up to 5 pieces in there.
Close enough to get that.
It's moving, I think, a bit. I have to keep pressing it.
Ah!
Fish is doing you.
Ah! It's an eel! My hovercraft is full of eels.
Oh.
Oh!
That's enough ore to trade with. Head for the refinery.
No, there's still a piece. I'm not leaving a piece
No,
behind.
it's still. I'm pretty sure that says a number 2 up there. We're
Yeah.
fine. I guess they're probably like where you've collected.
Yeah,
5
you
or
collected
whatever.
multiple pieces.
You've collected 5 because
You
I
might
had
want
3
to kill
from the
that
first
thing.
one.
It's gonna piss you off otherwise. Maybe F1. That's it. Try not to hit the thorium because
Yeah.
you don't want to break it. Oh,
Zip.
you zapped it and it literally pissed off.
It was
didn't
like, ah!
explode. It just ran away. Wow.
Wouldn't you?
I didn't think it would be designed for that. Oh, Blue's pressing all the 1, 2, 3, and 4 will let you
Oh.
hide the HUD, and 5.
Ah, okay.
There
We go. Got it.
So now, do you want to head back to Procha so you can get some more thorium, or do you want to head straight to the refinery?
I guess since we're close, I might head back to Prussia just in case we find more thorium on the way.
Oh, so found some there.
That's true. Might as well, make the journey worth it.
So when we get there, we should have 9 pieces. Was there some in that divot beneath you?
There was another bottle cap, I think. I think I spotted another bottle cap on the way here. Another piece of thorium.
Wow, so we got several that we can take with us.
So we're neutral here, so we can dock here, right?
Yeah, we can still dock here. We've just accepted a mission from the other guys, but we haven't done anything yet. They probably don't even know that we have accepted it. I mean, how would they?
Yeah. Cutscene.
It's a cutscene that they flipped and changed the colours of the lights, and it's a totally new cutscene.
We're in a new place. But yeah, it's the same with Pikmin, as you were saying with Pikmin. For
That's
me,
very
cool. For me, when mum and dad were off shopping in all the other shops, I was allowed to go in game. Bits from Core. Thank you for the little bits. No. Thank you. Yeah, I would pick up and stare at the cover of World of Warcraft because it was Cataclysm at the time, and I was like, ooh, dragon. Didn't know what it was.
I also had a thing for the Evil Genius one, but I wasn't able to get that game because my dad was alright and he was like, yeah, I can't like that. So,
Welcome to Velkova Station, the Proscia homeland and governmental home of the Proscia. Oasis,
Stanchi disconnects.
Velkova accepts no responsibility, liability, or other legal form of recourse to users or the property of said users, or theft or damage arising from the use of this facility for recreational, functional, or trade uses. No warranty for personal safety is given. By docking, you hereby irrevocably agree to these terms and conditions for your current and all future visits. Have a nice day!
Have a nice day. So I think they'll have different things for sale here.
Yeah.
So checking out. Oh,
everything's-
hello. We have a gremlin.
A tiny gremlin. She's confused. Father, why are you in Mother's chair? F the stream. Oh, that was a big complaint. I don't think the mic even heard it. 'Cause it was under the table.
Come here, sea pickle.
A sea pickle? No.
Gremlin. Sea gremlin.
Oh
you
no,
go.
they heard it.
So they have some of the same things and they have some different things.
A magnet. I'm guessing that's for metal. Cost 2,000. No. Powerful magnet, which is useful for attaching to metal objects, which can be towed back to the city. Ooh, you have to tow them. I guess because it's
Yeah.
so big.
Mm. So thorium's going for more here,
Yeah, thorium's worth more here.
but refined thorium is
Thorium.
ever so slightly less.
Mm.
Interesting. Well, we've now got 6 in the hold, which
Yeah.
they hold for us for free.
It also seems they don't buy lionfish venom here.
Ah. Law, why?
Oh, but they like tobacco. They like to smoke.
Cigarettas.
Along with pearls.
Ooh,
Processed metal.
pearls. Blue noticed the pearls.
I know where you get pearls in real life, so in theory that would apply here because it's the appropriate biome, as we might say. Do these guys have missions?
We're still on the same
Prospector-
mission, but
it's
I wonder does it...
prospectors. Yeah, as the war with Proscia continues, throwing supplies are dwindling. This is an
No,
appeal.
this is the mission briefing from before, because this is saying as the war with the Proscia continues, we're at the Proscia now.
Ah,
So it's kept the same dialogue.
okay.
Other than that, I suppose we can just launch and head out.
I guess so.
So do you want to go and grab those other 2?
Yeah, get loads of thorium.
Because we're going to need to improve our shield soon, because...
Yeah, I was thinking if we get a lot of the thorium, we might sell some of the unrefined stuff here since it's worth a lot because we need to repair our ship a bit.
There you go. Let's see how Blue does with this one. You going to go solo on this one, love?
I'll try.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Give her encouragement, Sadie. That's it. Bang! What's up, Sadie? It's not dinner time yet.
No,
We've got
it's
2
nowhere near
hours.
dinner
It's
time.
2 hours till dinner.
Nowhere
Great.
near dinner.
Eh, just want the loaf. Loaf, father.
She hasn't had loaf for a while. She's just had chicken, but she has been eating a chicken, so very good.
Unos. That's a big piece. Look at that, what a
There you
professional.
go, nicely done.
And then she bashed into the wall.
Ah!
Onto the floor, Grandma.
Down she goes.
There you
Hello! I've come to sell some stuff I found on your doorstep.
go.
You didn't seem to want it, except you do because you're willing to buy it, so I don't know.
You can press escape to skip these. If
Oh,
you've seen it
okay.
before. There you go.
Yeah.
So
I'm
we
gonna
don't have
sell
to watch
some-
it every time. But as soon as you've docked, that will now deposit it for you.
No, yeah, I want to sell some of this now.
Not here. Believe me, you don't want to sell it here.
No?
No, this isn't the refinery. We want to sell it at the refinery. The refinery gives us a lot more money.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the state of my shields.
You'll be alright for the time being.
Okay, if you're sure.
I
I'll
think.
follow your advice.
So do you want to get the last one, or do you want to head to the refinery first?
Maybe it's worth heading to the refinery at this point.
Okay, well, what was the instructions? It was from here. It was north.
So
something.
it was So slightly northeast to get here, then we go north. No, slightly northwest to get here, then we go north, and then we go.
Said something about a wooden outcrop. That's a turret.
Ah!
In case you are unfriendly to them. Not by
Okay.
anglerfish. Ooh.
Oh, a mine. Ooh, lots of mines. And more bottle caps.
And more stuff that is spawning into the level so you can see it fall to the ground. It's imperative. I think it's getting darker. I don't know if it's easier for you to switch to a different view so you can see how close you are to mines.
Maybe.
Because if they blow up, you're going to know about it.
A
Oh,
wood outcrop.
Ah.
A bit of sunken ship. With a nail in it. That constitutes a landmark, I guess.
it does to these people.
Yeah, it does when you're this size.
Yeah, be careful about flying into, well, swimming into places that you can't see because mines are in this territory.
I think at this point we're going to be going like... Whoa!
She noticed it. I did wonder if she'd noticed it. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not open at the moment. You can't open it because we have tried in the past.
Oh.
But you've discovered something that you
Oh.
should remember and come back for.
In theory, that's where the pearl's going to be.
That's a rock.
It's just, yeah, it's,
You
just,
are, I know you were looking at it, you were like, oh,
it's moving.
it's a living pearl. I don't think this leads anywhere particular.
Oh, I guess I was like, is this supposed to be sponge? I suppose it's meant to be sand, and we've just come up to like a...
Oh, there's turret shooting at you. You should head away. I don't know why you're being shot at, but you should probably leave. Must be something over there that they don't want you to see.
Now I want to go see it. That's just rude.
Maybe when you got more shields.
Ooh.
Is this the place or is this somewhere else? No.
The
this is not-
Triton Institute.
Yeah, so these are also Procha.
Sure as well.
So I think we've gone the wrong way. Maybe it was northeast, not northwest. We've gone northwest.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Big turtle.
It's dark.
It's nighttime. All your fish should be sleeping. Your lights are on, I'm afraid, love.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
yeah, this is how bright it gets. It's the sea.
Yeah, that's fair. There's another lionfish again.
There you go, back at Velkova. Let's try heading northeast then, see if we can find the refinery.
It's east northeast. That's slightly more east than north.
Go on, Sadie, kill it.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Now, if you want to get a better look in there, you could probably use a different camera. Nothing. It's
Doesn't
just a
appear to be
big
anything.
butthole.
Have you checked your butthole? Skid up, bada. Oh, seahorse.
So now that I've started to learn coding, this is one of the games that's on my kind of bucket list of I would love to learn to make a game similar to this.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
Ooh, music. Oh, there's
Oh.
the refinery.
drive, love. You see
What?
that white square on the mini-map? That's a
do.
bad guy.
Oh. Oh, it's a pirate.
Yeah, so we need to get away from him, but we can use the docking procedure if we can get close enough.
Oh,
what?
no! No!
Pirates, man. Hey, where are you going?
Wow! And now the game crashes.
Meh.
Aww. That was good though.
You like that?
Yeah.
Good fun game?
Yeah, it is. Tell you what, it's almost like if you could see what you were doing in Iron Lung.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Game over, end stream. Oh boy.
So, do you want to go to New Game? I don't know what continue would do, actually.
Is there like an auto?
No, it is just New Game. Do you want me to take over for a bit then and see if we can get us back to where we were?
If you want to have a play, yeah, and I can commentate. We're gonna do a bit of
Just to give you a break.
shuffling.
Why is there a Mew here? With a handle.
Ah, there we go.
Back at the helm.
Let me give my Reset. So what do you think, chat?
Yeah, what's everyone's opinion? Because this
Yeah.
is one of these old gems that I've just always known about. It's just always there's two anglerfish there. One's a bigger, one's a smaller. They're both having a go at each other.
One's male, one's female.
Both having to give it a go at each other. Whoa, das Boot.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, it's just a big old shoe. Is there a snake in his boot? Oh my god, you can go inside the shoe? That's so good. Oh, there's nothing in there, boo.
Nothing in there.
I wish I'd known about this when I was a kid. I think Spook wanted to show you this as well.
Yeah,
You'll have to have a go of it next time you're around.
that's what I mean. When I say like it's like Elite Dangerous, but like a little microcosm of it, that's what I mean. Of like the map is very small once you've explored all of it, realistically. But it's just so cool of like going around and you could just, you know, there's no one's told us to do anything.
Yeah.
The start of the game was just like, you had a house, you don't have a house anymore. Oh hello. You are in.
Aquatraz!
Can you guess what that
No!
is? Can you guess what that is? I'm gonna go there because there's loads of horrible stuff around here. Triangle fish. Oh, I like them.
They're pretty, yeah.
Look at that triangular fish.
There's a whole 3 polygons.
Here we go, back at Valkova, so let's see if we can
Okay.
get some of the thorium that was around here.
Yeah, there was a lot of thorium around here. Might be going a little too far now.
Could have sworn it was in that little divot.
Is it different? Or is
Maybe.
it meant to be the same? I would say white is an interesting choice to have an enemy be on the map.
Yeah. you
Doesn't
gotta remember this was-
immediately spurn action when you see something white on your radar. I suppose they've decided to put red as the boundary so they can't use red.
Yeah.
So that would be something, I suppose, a change. You know, make the boundary a different colour so you can make enemies red. Look how much more efficiently he's moving this around than me. A cigarette!
Cigarettes!
Wait, they wanted tobacco. Can you pick that up or is it too big?
It's too big.
No.
I need new stuff, but we will get new stuff because we can continue this after lunch as well.
After
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go and get the mission.
Oh, you're going to take the mission from these guys?
Check out these guys, see what happens. I love this music.
Music is very good, you are right.
There you go, the one with the bowhorn continues, and I think other than that, is it going to be the same? Yep, alright, accept. Launch!
Launch!
Alright, automatic launch in progress. I wonder if more thorium will spawn now then.
Maybe?
Yeah, there was a magnet there. Maybe it is. I never noticed that as a kid. I never really looked for it. Like, is it randomly generated? Is it procedural?
Well, that's the thing, is that when you're a kid, you don't really pay attention to that kind of thing. There's a bit. Like, we didn't see a cigarette before. Oh, wow.
Alright.
Oh, it's next to a mine. And a cigarette.
Oh boy, this is going to take some pro skills here. Oh, the tension.
Careful, 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 SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob! Ash, I can help it.
I see you on the map there, little white dot. I see you waiting for me. He's going to come. He's going to bring my thorium.
Blue, I'm gonna kill you. No, I might kill you first.
Boop. Quick in and out. Just poop it into your building. Let me go back and get a bit more. So yeah, I'll tell you about a legendary tale with this game that I managed to pull off against this pirate, because we didn't really used to do the missions
Uh-huh.
all that much. We just went around getting loads and loads and loads and loads of money,
Yeah.
and then we just go and buy all the stuff. And we bought the missile launcher. And while I was playing this the one time
Yeah.
on my own, I was being chased by the pirate, and so I was just gunning it, just going full speed back to the city. And I thought, I wonder if I could take him because I do actually have a missile launcher now. I managed to spin the submarine, hit it into reverse, so I kept momentum, and I missile launched him to death. And I felt like the biggest badass on the planet as like, I don't know, 12 or 13 years
I
old.
was just like, yo, I'm so cool.
There you go. Good.
We did a Han Solo.
Yeah, it's what I felt like. I was like, oh my god, I'm so goddamn cool.
I'm a badass.
Until I tell Dan, that'll be brownie points and a half. Just fly over that building. Where's your dock? Needs a dock. Thanks, do.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Right, and we get the last one, and then we'll head straight to the.
Hey,
Head
there you
straight
go.
to the.
Lionfish.
Fuck off, you dickhead.
Eh.
Stay in your assigned space lane.
You're s-
Where is it? Somewhere here by the outcrop.
It's so interesting to think of this game in the context of like now, because I mean, you can see how low the render distance is. Like, it'd be in, like you'd probably be able to see the entirety of the map.
You probably would, yeah.
Because obviously a modern day's computer is so.
Look at them graphics.
Oh, the whole 8 pixels in the texture. Oh, you're living dangerously. There's a white dot on the map. Literally right now. He's coming. He's getting close.
Did you see?
Yeah,
Alright.
getting close.
Hasta la vista, bitch. Goodbye. Just cheated
Hasta
in.
la vista, pasta la pizza.
Oh, and then the terrifying noise of the refinery. Yeah, I was always like, are these the bad guys?
I think it's bad guys.
Because this is because they have their own faction standing with the refinery, neutral. Welcome to the refinery. The brothers will be with you shortly. The brothers? Who are the brothers? The refinery brothers?
Oops.
Sam and Sung.
What would you?
The brothers
Damn it.
anticipate your production and processing needs. Trading is life. The order is righteous and good. See, they don't sound too good, do
They
they?
don't really sound it, do they?
So heading to trade, have a load.
And they're green.
Green's normally a good colour. They don't make it a good colour. So these guys have
You
less.
say
stuff to
green's
offer.
normally a good colour. Not when it's like a lime green. If something's like a lime green in the past, it's generally not great. Oh, a grappling hook.
Blue.
Grappling hook!
So a grappling hook on a chain that is used for snaring and towing back large organic / mineral objects.
Like a cigarette.
Now then, we go to goods, and we can sell our thorium for
Oh,
yeah.
700.
And we can buy refined for $1,000. So there's your 200 margin.
Right.
So, and it goes down slightly as you sell
Yeah,
more of it because
obviously,
it comes.
'cause
See, this game was thinking.
Ah.
This game was thinking.
Yeah, this is really clever for how old it is.
So, I might as well just buy max. Because then we can go back and we can flog that now. So that will turn 6 into about 1,200 each. So 6 times 12, love.
You're asking the wrong person.
7,200. Math hurt, bro. I gotta
Math
go.
her brain.
I gotta go now. Like when I say I gotta book it, I gotta be like,
Why? Oh, right.
Here we
'cause
go.
Pirates.
it's like running away from Jimmy in that dead of night. Ah, there he is! No! Woo! Can I lead him through the minefield? Crashing something. Ah! Something exploded. No, he's right. It's on the minimap.
Oh my god, he's
up-
right on your tail. He's right on your tail. Oh my goodness.
I'm going the wrong way. I need to
Okay,
get
you
this
need to head towards a city
Ah!
so you can shoot at them. You need to head towards a city so they'll defend you.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
Dodge and weave! Dodge and weave!
Oh, I bumped into that one. Whoa! Never mind.
Doc!
Ow!
No!
He hit me, but I
He hit
escaped.
you, but you escaped.
Mission complete.
Woo!
There we go.
Oh boy. If I went healing or and Vale, I'd clipped all of this.
Mail?
Oh,
We have a mail.
you have mail. A what?
Oh, a spate of kidnappings.
What did you
That is
think it
actually
said?
I thought it was meant to say state,
Oh.
like state of affairs or something. So I was like, spate.
Spate.
The spate of
The
affairs.
spate of affairs. It's my scars.
PNN. Is that going to be like Procha News Network? as
Yeah,
well?
that's what that's
So,
gonna
do you want to read this one?
be. Sure.
You can read it from there.
The past few weeks have been an escalation in espionage activities in the Bohemian. It has become apparent that key science and military personnel are being targeted for kidnapped by the Bohemian. These patriotic victims are later subjected to atrocities at the Bohemian prison camp Alcatraz. A select committee has been formed by the Emperor, for the Emperor himself in an attempt to instigate countermeasures. Security is tight and details are unforthcoming. At a press conference yesterday, rumours were rife about the possibility of a security link, perhaps even from the heart of the Volkova City Hall. The Imperial Consul declined to comment until after the counterintelligence committee had.
Where are we at? Oh, there.
Yeah, the Imperial Counterintelligence Committee had published its report. He added, "If there is a rotten anchovy in the heart of City Hall, measures will be swift and unforgiving." Mm.
So now we can go to trade and go to goods, and we can sell these for 1,200 each. There you go. So we're now at 7,800 credits. Nice. So, should we buy something? Do you want to get a magnet? Get a magnet. Or you want
Maybe,
the
maybe
grappling
the grappling hook is very tempting, but I'm thinking, do you need something to do with those pirates?
hook? I mean, I do.
Because they're hounding you right now.
Got a missile launcher. Could buy a
Yeah.
missile launcher.
Yeah.
Are we going to immediately take to sea combat? Space combat? Sea
space combat? Yeah, but not in the city, because if you hit the city, then they'll attack you, right?
combat? I'm good. 16 missiles. There you go. I like this as well, how you can take stuff off and swap items. How is it done as well? Oh, yeah, you can click on the ship as well to put stuff on. I don't know, just little things like that. I like.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's so cool.
It is cool.
Shield repair, 1,900. That's a bit much. I don't really want to be spending 1,900 on shield repair. I know we've taken a bit of damage, but
Yeah.
right. Any more missions? No.
No.
Standing with the Procha. Cool. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Cool. Save the game.
Cool. Yep.
There we go. Here we go. Is he still there? Oh no, he's gone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, or he's dead. Ow! What the hell hit me? What the hell was that?
What the heck? Is that a bottle cap?
Might have been another ship or something. Alright. There we go. Plus and minus for. I can't see how many missiles I've got. We have a faulty missile
Oh
display.
no!
So, okay. Whoa. There's an explosion. Alright. What are we doing next then? Where should we go? Let's go and check out somewhere new.
Yeah.
Stuff going on over there. Big explosions in the background.
There's the Tuka Reef.
Back to Tuka Reef. Oh, somebody's damaged. Oh, you made it just in time there, mate.
Ooh,
Making a bit of a mess.
that's cool. You can see other people going around.
Yeah. Magnets would be very handy.
Maybe we should get that one next.
The magnet. Ow!
Ugh.
Bloody fish. Oh, hello. Right.
Hey, there we go.
Bugger off, fish. You're in the way. You're in the way of capitalism.
Oh no!
Something better not be trying to electrocute me. I'll be very upset. I have a missile launcher. I will miscle you. Just checking beneath. I like the idea of switching between cameras for stuff.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Whoa! It's the dreaded baked bean tin!
No, the one from the start! No!
There's something in there. That's bottle caps.
Oh.
That say beer. You couldn't get away with that nowadays. They'd be like, oh, you gotta censor that. Can't say beer.
No, they gotta be milk caps.
Yeah.
I can't have beer on it.
Can't have beer on it. It's
No.
terrible. Ooh, thorium. Highly radioactive substance. Oh, I can't get it because I won't have enough space. Damn it. I have to go and explore and try and find a city or something. Ooh. An outlet tube. And a turtle. Is it a turtle or a tortoise? One's land and one's sea.
Yeah, that's a turtle because it's got flippers.
Bonjour. Oh, good lord, what the hell is down here?
Oh, that's a lot of mines.
Someone had a last cigarette down here.
Oh no! Hi, boobies!
I don't know what the hell happened there.
Something's blowing up.
A lot of magnet stuff down here. Oh. Hello.
Oh.
There's people here.
Oh. There's nothing on the map.
Dangerous fish.
And
Right.
healed in ages first stung Asher with Auron Vale. Yeah, well, the Moogle event's still going, so Auron Vale's like a good one for that, isn't it? I should really try saving my points to throw more things. But once I get enough to throw, I can't help myself. That's fair. What's all this then? Hello, Aaron. This is a game called Subculture. It is a game from Spook's childhood, which he's showing me today.
Whoa. Oh, an anchor.
Oh,
Shit. That's cool.
that is very cool.
Oh,
Ooh.
this is a place.
Ooh.
This is actually a place. I recognize this thing.
We found something new. You're not gonna go explore inside it?
Well, the anchor.
No, this thing in the ground.
You can't go in them. They're meant to be like docking or places where you can deposit stuff, but I'm looking for like a depot, but there's nothing here.
No.
So it's like a, excuse me,
Ugh.
it's like
Right.
a place in the game to do stuff, but I don't know what just yet. Okay,
Ah,
well, we had a look around. There's a place with some stuff. Oh, there we go.
Ah,
That's
there
what I'm
you go.
looking
Beluga Basin.
for. Oh.
Oh, it's another Boheen one.
Home of Bohine Technology. Alright. Can I come in?
Ooh, sashimi!
Ah, get back! Right. Oh, 2 unread mail here. Beluga Basin welcomes you. Currently, there are proto-terrorist infiltration units operating. Caution is advised. Report all unattended packages and be vigilant.
Ah,
Even in these times of conflict, whether it's business or pleasure, we are sure the Beluga administration has all the activities to ensure you stay safe. Your stay is eventful. Sorry. Trying to read between the lines there. Ah! Oysters!
oysters!
Oysters have been sighted near the wooden outcrop,
Hey,
you
that's the
saw.
place I found.
North of Velcova Station and at the rock arch north of the abyss.
Oh, there's an abyss.
There's an abyss.
Hey!
A quick and skilled fisherman may have a low success. The pearl fetch a good price at Beluga. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, bring us your
Please give us your pearls.
BTV. So that's going to be Bohine Television. Submarine missing. I'm Lola Sparks. And this is BTV News. This morning there is still no sign of the transport sub Bacal. This sub is now 2 days overdue. The sub was en route trip transporting plant inspectors from Tuca Reef to the Tobago mines. No wreckage has been found. It's too early to speculate whether this disappearance is due to foul play. The sub is now officially missing in action. In other news, reporter Bob Eindhoven
Eindhoven?
questioned General Higgins outside City Hall earlier. General, there have been several rumours of new initiative of the war against the Project. Can you elaborate? No comment. Could you tell us about the Operation Broken Fin? That's classified. No comment. Could you tell us what the taxpayer is getting for his money? What actions are you taking? Sergeant, get this guy out of here if he resists shooting. I guess that's it from Lola. Thanks, Bob. Remember, folks, you heard it here first. There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
Nope.
So we can get a grappling hook here. $1,000.
Oh.
That's pretty cheap, actually.
Yeah. Maybe we get time to get that grappling hook.
All right. Goods. No, it's crap price. Pearls sell for 3,866. You're right there, love. You're just admiring your own face. That is
I'm
the
playing-
definition of vanity.
No, I'm playing with some of the settings to try and like reduce the talking when I'm not talking. I'm also reading chat.
We'll hit save.
That sure doesn't seem like a dodgy political system. That's most places, really, isn't it?
So I mean, it's quite interesting that they chose a water background where there's obviously a lot of creatures and not people, and they thought, now we're going to have a political scenario.
Yeah.
Quite a brave choice. Right, love.
My
back in
turn.
the seat.
My
Yeah.
turn? Okay.
Now I've gotten you a little bit further. Your goal is now. Let's change you back to some normal equipment. Your goal is now to go and get some cigarette.
Oh no! I'm gonna move the camera around again. Hey, hey.
Whoa, what?
Ah!
What? What hit you?
I
What
don't.
was-
I didn't see that because we were too busy changing chairs. Oh, it was a pirate ship appeared.
So I literally just saved, says no biggie.
Woo! As you change chairs. Ah! Oh no! Does the save function not work?
Evidently not.
Oh no! It's a roguelike, everybody.
Ah!
You didn't test whether the save function worked.
I don't know what to do if the save function doesn't work. What?
Oh no! Now it's a roguelike, everybody.
Ooh.
Now it's a roguelike. Oh boy.
I don't know if we want to go again.
I think we'll keep going for the remainder of the stream. We've still got half an hour left.
I'm trying to think if there's another game I could show you, another series that we could start.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. I know you want to show me old games, but it doesn't have to be an old one if it's this difficult to get them running.
No, it's not that. I had a thought of doing Toonstruck next.
Oh, but you wanted to show that one to Stanji.
I do also want to show that one to Stanji, but part of the reason why I wanted to do that one with Stanji was, well, why I wanted to play games with Stanji is to do voices and stuff, but Toonstruck is fully voiced.
Ah,
So I feel like we could do Toonstruck. Because
Okay.
I've shown you kind of everything that I wanted to from Subculture.
Yeah.
You can see the fun,
yeah, okay.
see the appeal.
Because Toonstruck is on GOG,
It is.
so we won't have any issues getting it to work.
yes. Yeah. I'm
Because
so glad that they managed to get that one
yeah,
working.
it's
such a
been
good game.
modernised. So well, it's
if
not
you
been
wanted to-
modernised, but it's been ported.
So if you wanted to, we could try that one now. Take a short break, 5 minutes.
Well, as I said, the stream's going to end in half an hour, so we'll
Oh, that's half 4.
we've already been here for a while. We've already been here for an hour and a half nearly.
I'll tell you what then.
Well, I reckon we'll keep playing this and finish it so it's just one contained stream.
We'll go back into it then. We'll have a look around the map. Then we'll have a drive around. I'm so surprised that the save doesn't work. I never had that issue before.
Interesting. It's got to be something to do with the read and write because it's reading and writing from the disc.
Maybe.
Well, it's not reading and writing from the disc because of how you
So
went around the installation and stuff.
the way I got it to work was, this game is so. You just.
Running speed.
That was insurance fraud, love. So the way that this game was designed was using a special kind of 3D graphic card way back in the day.
Yeah.
Which is why the start in cutscene had that 3D FX thing on it. It was a specific kind of card. So on the old Windows 95 computers, that's the outlet pipe that I found before. You're going the same route that I was going before.
Yeah.
I think you want to head out like sort of northwest, like way out northwest to find more stuff. But yeah, back in the day, when they put this game together, when you used to install it from the disc,
Ah.
it actually had 5 executable 5 executable
Yeah.
files for starting up the game using 5 different methods, like 5 different types of graphics card settings.
Yeah, you even showed me that a little
Yeah.
bit. You were like, it's got 5 different launches, and I was like, what?
And they all operated in some different way. I mean, if in the future I was able to get my hands on like an old PC and some old components, like the ones that they were specified for, I'd love to try this on some of the other ones just to see, like, is it different? How different? You want to fly through the tunnel, right?
Yes.
Can you achieve tunnel? Oh, you might want to change view for that, love. Oh, that's a tight.
That's a tight fit.
I think modern day, if you were to remake this game,
Woo!
nice. Using the mouse for your pitch and roll and stuff would probably be good.
Ah.
You just got butted.
I think I got zapped by like an electric eel or something because I heard electric sounds.
Oh, there he is. He's chasing you. But yeah, so when I was trying to...
Oh
my
no,
god!
we don't have anything to pick it up with!
You do, you got a succomatic.
Oh, we can suction them, can we?
Yeah. So take your time, get yourself in position. Because once you start sucking it, the lid will close, so you got to make
Oh.
sure that you get this.
Oh, okay.
So changing over. Make sure you've got your pitch right, because you're kind of pointing upwards a bit. Back it up and go down.
I think that's as low as I can get.
Okay, well then make sure you're above it, and then... Did you...
I don't know.
It's-
Functional game! Functional game!
Maybe rise up a little bit, love? Because I was like, I didn't hear the ka-chunk. I was
Yeah,
like,
neither did I.
You didn't get it.
There we go.
There you go. Now you got it. So you got a pearl.
We have a pearl.
Blue has acquired pearl.
I
And there's
have-
some thorium there, so you could go back with loads of goodies.
That's true. I mean, because I was prioritizing exploring, I'm not fully sure where I am.
You're there.
I am
You exist.
in a place at a time.
So yeah. So when I put the game on my
Ooh,
PC,
another tunnel.
another tunnel, a west tunnel. So when I put the game on this PC,
Mhm.
My Windows operating system is a 64-bit version of Windows, as I imagine probably quite a lot of people's are. This game was coded in 32-bit, so I was looking at, okay, is there a way that I can run 32-bit executables on Windows 64? There are ways, they just didn't work with this game. So that was issue number 1.
No!
I was like, right, okay. So then I found a ripped version of all the game files, and I've got that on my desktop, which is what this is running from. No, they don't buy Pearls here.
Oh, god damn it.
I stored it for you.
It's been
but-
stored, yeah.
But they don't buy them. Interesting. So
Not
I
that it
got-
matters that it's been stored, because if we die, we're gonna lose it.
Yeah. How weird. Because normally when you hit the load, it brings you back to whatever place you were in
Yeah.
that save, because these are the only places that you can save. So it's weird that that didn't.
Interesting.
But yeah, so I've got all the ripped files on the desktop.
Uh-huh.
And when I ran them through, when I just ran the executable that came in that ripped file, it worked, but there was no music. And there was no cutscenes or anything.
Yes,
But the
and-
game functioned and functioned well. It had all the sound effects, but no music. And I
Yeah,
was
well,
like,
you wanted the music
but
because
the
you
music
loved
is important. Because if you play this game without the music, it's kind of lame. The music really does add to it.
There's a pipe on this side of the map as well.
The northern one, it goes all
Yeah.
the way to the boundaries.
Yeah, again, this yellow texture, I don't know if it's meant to be some kind of sand. So, I don't
Oh,
know.
that turret's firing at you.
Oh, it's a turret, okay.
It's telling you to get the hell away from its from the outlet
It
pipe.
doesn't want you near the pipe.
Get off the pipe, Blue. It's not good for you. So then I started setting up the virtual machines using VirtualBox, and I got it to work on Windows 95, but you couldn't see anything. You could hear the buttons clicking, but Anglerfish has got it in for it. I tried it on Windows 98, and Windows 98 did work, but when you load it up, like, you know how with old games when it emulates, the speed that it runs is stupidly fast because it's not used to having so much processing power. So all the fish looked like they were just having epileptic fits or seizures. Just
A little bit
instantly
like that guy
place.
at the start who was just kind of like spinning.
Yeah, he was just sort of going. "Ah." So I was like,
They
well,
got
that's no good.
too much processing power.
So that's obviously no good. Don't want that. It's a bit poo. So then I was trying Windows 7, but again I was running into the same thing of you got to run it in 32-bit program, which it wasn't working. So that one was a wash. So I came back to the ripped CD files because they were the closest thing I'd got to working. And it turns out that by having the CD in the drive, it will run the game from the ripped CD files that are on my desktop, but it will use the music and the video that's from the CD. And I'm like, I have no idea the intrinsic details on how that works.
The
Bloody
turtle
nearly
was
got
like,
turtled into it.
yeah, I almost got turtled. I just want to explore, really.
No, that's what I love about the game, just being able to swim around in this environment. It's just nice. Yeah, I think a modern version where you could turn off like the long render the short render distance, so you could see further, and like having more things to interact with the world. Like if you've got stuff like lionfish venom, it would be nice to know like, well, how is that possible? Can you like capture them in like nets and stuff, like fishing nets or in cages, or you know, that kind of thing. I think you could make a cool modern version of this that is like an enclosed enough space, but is still big enough to explore. You know.
Yeah.
I'd love to do something like that. Lights.
I remembered.
My little kid self before my aquaphobia would have loved this game. Yeah, it's just so nice. It's so relaxed. To me, it's got that kind of Minecraft-esque feel to it. Of like, there's different things you can do, but you don't have to do any of them.
Yeah,
Doing
I'm
well.
having fun having a bit of an explore just to see what's around.
What did they feel was important to put in this game for you to go and swim around and look at?
Tuka Reef again. This way, yeah. It's the cave from before.
It's the first cave you went into.
Just an edge.
Well, yeah, if I can't get the saves working, then I definitely don't want to do a playthrough of this because
Nah,
if
we'd
it's a
never
one life
do
thing,
it without dying.
I'm pretty decent at this game, but I'm not that confident in my ability to play that I can't die at least once. This is Aquatraz.
Yeah.
You can't go near it. You won't
I
get.
was going to say, are they going to say anything,
No,
or they're
no.
just sort of letting you know? I guess it's one of those things where if you ally with the other people, they'll start shooting at you because it's like, well, you're coming near our prison.
I don't know if you can dock at Aquatraz. I don't think it has like docking facilities.
It has a thing over there.
Maybe. Unless you have to be above it or something, or I don't know. Unless you need special permissions, like part of the story. Oh no, you can.
Oh. Oh wow, that's a cool dock.
It still has the
Whoa.
same mover. Yep, still just the same.
No, it's just the same place. Okay. Stay within the white lines whilst on your visit. Please do not communicate with the prisoners, and remember the prison guards are armed for your safety.
Interesting that these are the guys that have the prison, but the
I
other
know.
guys don't have a prison.
Yeah. No mission here.
What do they sell here at a prison? Nothing.
Nothing.
Wow, and you can't even sell anything.
Yeah, I
Wow.
can't even look at my stuff.
Interesting. So this is just a place to
It's
come
just
for
a place to
safety.
go. Yeah. So at some point, I guess in one of the quest chains, maybe you just get told to come here. God, it's so dark. Oh, it automatically turned my light off, that's why. No, not that one. Nope, my light was on.
It dark.
Ooh.
It dork.
Very dark.
Loads of guns around here just in case.
Can you blame them? I really wish we could, like, get a full view of the map.
Yeah. She says get on it. We want a full view of some coach.
Yeah, when's the next patch being released? It's a big old rock. It's big old rocks.
I did jump back into Elite Dangerous recently just to kind of relive that buying and selling and traveling around and stuff. But
Yeah.
I think I got lied to, or I just don't understand the game very well, because I went to a particular station for a first quest, not the first quest, a first quest. And I bought some stuff while I was there, and they had a little thing on the side saying if you take them to this place, you can sell them for this much money. And I was like, man, that means that I'll get like, I don't know, like 50 grand's worth of profits. I was like, that's definitely worth it. I got there, and not only would I not make a profit, I would make a significant loss.
Ooh.
So I was like, but you said they wanted it.
Maybe they did when that got posted. Doesn't Elite Dangerous change all the time?
Well, yeah, it does, but and it took me like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes to get there. And it's like, you know, if it had dropped down, it was like, okay, you're not going to make as big a profit, but you'll still make something. But to go from massive profits to then massive losses, I was like, what the shit is this? Are you interested in the
Yeah, I'm
rock?
just curious what it was. I think maybe it's just a chunk of bone poking out the ground. Yeah, there's some more bones over here. To the dark areas and see what's there.
So that was part of the strategy when we were kids, was don't explore the whole map, because we can use what we have and haven't seen as reference to where things are. So if we found something cool, we'd be like, right, go back the way that we came so that we know where this is in the future. Or are you going to go in the hole?
No idea. Oh wow,
That is a hole.
that is a very small hole. Woo! That fish!
He's like, get away from the hole! I am protecting you! Let's turn around and zap the bugger.
I think he's trying to zap me back. Ah! Can't see. Blah! Sashimi!
Dead. Get wrecked. I didn't know you played Elite Dangerous. Yes, I played it a long time ago. I had the version that was not on Steam initially, but then I was trying to reinstall it, and it was taking forever just to even recognize that I was like trying to upgrade it to something else. I was like, I'll buy the Steam one instead, and it still took a long time, but not
It's because
as
it's a
long.
big game.
But like the download bar wasn't moving. It took like 20 minutes for the download to start. I was like, that's weird. Delicately does it. Into the big orange
I
Tomb
know,
Raider
it's
hole.
so orange. I can't even see. I'm not even seeing anything.
Oh.
Oh, I crashed the game!
Ah.
Yes, we did it! I crashed the game!
My beautiful game.
Yes, we did it!
How dare you?
Well, I said we wanted to go until 5, but I feel like maybe that's a sign to just maybe have an early end.
Well, yeah, we can have an early finish there. We can go and set up for like break and stuff, and then we come back. We can start Toonstruck.
You want to do that tonight? I
Yeah.
was just going to do a closed thing because we got to have dinner.
Yeah, we're gonna have dinner, but I'm off tomorrow.
Oh, okay. So a double stream day?
A double.
Double stream day?
You guys will like Toonstruck.
Toonstruck's
was
so good.
a
I've
very-
only seen small clips of it, and it's great.
So good.
Okay. Well, go for because we've got time. I might go for a walk and get some fresh air because I'm feeling a bit stuffy in here, honestly.
Yeah, we'll go for it.
I'm gonna go make dinner, so it'll be in a couple of hours.
Yeah.
So I won't put it on break. I will go to an end stream and end the stream, and we'll come back. But there you go.
So, what did you think of Subculture?
Yeah, do me a favor and hit the face on the bottom row. The face. Minimize, and turn this on, I think, and then turn that off. There we go. There we go.
I'm learning.
There you go. Just so it's a bit more than an entry. But yeah, I really like that. That is actually very good. I feel like if we had the save feature, I definitely think that I would be content to like play through it, but I definitely couldn't do an entire like run through without dying, so it's a shame that the save doesn't work. I can see why you wanted to show it to me because I do like it.
That is your kind of game, isn't it?
Yes. Well, as you could see, I was just as soon as I was in it, I was like, well, I want to go look around.
What's the big bone thing? It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you shouldn't go near that. It could be dangerous. I'm going to go check out that bone
I'm
thing.
always fascinated by bones.
Yeah, if that was a game that you'd had as a kid, I feel like you would also
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like
go to.
it only very slightly reminds me of Air Attack, but only because Air Attack has the same kind of like 5 polygons per item with like 16 by 16 pixel textures of just like and maybe slightly jank controls, but because at the time it was an old game, it was like, well, that's just that's how games are. They've all got controls a little bit like that. But no, I did really like it, and yes, the music is very good.
It's very soothing, isn't it? Just that ambient.
Nice
I have the Subculture soundtrack on my phone all the time.
Yeah, I've heard you listen to it. I do like the sort of like overworldy one that kind of like has the whale sounds mixed into it, even though there's no whales.
Yeah, there's no whales.
Could you imagine if you saw a whale in that game, given how small you are?
Yeah. I would love to see a modern day version of Subculture. Bigger world, more fish involved. Not like necessarily like, I mean, you could have sharks and stuff in there, but just have it just be there, just the fish. Because
so
the whole point of the
in a
game
way,
is...
in the way, the world would be, for a modern version, the world would be what Subnautica has done. But without because Subnautica is a survival game.
Yeah.
So there's no trading, there's no other people on the planet. So it would be that world, but it would play differently. Maybe one of the days we should play Subnautica.
Maybe actually, yeah.
Never actually played it. I don't think I own it.
No, I don't think I own it either, but
yeah. We both watched Jack play through it, which was very good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, there we go. That was a little look at Subculture.
Yeah. And I've got a whole plethora of old games that I want to break out and show you, but the next one, Toonstruck. With your boy.
Yeah, boy!
Tim Curry.
Yay! We love Tim Curry!
Tim Curry is Count Nefarious.
And good old Christopher Lloyd, rest in peace. Is that not...
Christopher Lloyd's not dead.
Is he not?
No.
Oh, I thought he was.
No, he's the guy from Back to the Future. He did a photo shoot recently with... what's his face?
I might be thinking of the wrong person. Ignore me, chat. I'm thinking of the wrong person, I think.
No.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, Toonstruck's the one that has Tim Curry and Christopher Lloyd. Yeah, Christopher Lloyd still. I mean, he looks exactly the same.
He looks exactly the same.
Years ago,
I will say that. He does look exactly the same.
He plays such a good... And there's other famous people in it who I recognise them, but I don't know them. You might have to load up...
I feel like it's going to be one of those ones where we're going to be, like, Googling people and stuff like that. To just
Christopher Lloyd there.
Yeah.
How old is he? From 1938,
he's
man.
84 at the moment.
Yeah, so he's an old guy. Yeah. Type in Toonstruck and just like cast or something just to see if there's any famous names, because you and Das will probably know.
I mean, you just like, it's a game and it's got Tim Curry and Christopher Lloyd in it, and you're like, those are big names, and then it's like, well, there's more than that.
There's more than that, and that's what I mean. It's so weird that this game is so like unknown to a lot of people when there's so many big names that are in there. Oh yeah, I always forget that Christopher Lloyd was in Who Framed Roger Rabbit as well, because I never watched that film.
Yes.
But I know he's from it. Curry voiced the antagonist, Count Nefarious. David Ogden. Yeah, him.
David Ogden.
Ben Stein. Ben Stein's in it. He's Blank's boss at the start of it.
Ben Stein.
Yeah.
David Ogden Stiers, known for his work on his work in MASH and Beauty and the Beast, voiced King Hugh. The All Dogs Go to Heaven voice actor Don DeLucy. Okay, this is a bit of a mouthful. Is the Sugar Plum Fairy. I'm sorry, what? Happy Go.
Jim Cummings.
Yeah. Additional voice performances were given by Jeff Bennett, Corey Burton, Jim Cummings, Tess McNelly. I feel like I have heard of that one. Oh, Tess McNelly is the voice of Dot from Animaniacs.
Oh, there you go.
Rob Paulson, also known as Pinky.
So
I recognise his face now, yeah.
Yeah.
Rob Paulson. It's Pinky from Pinky and the Brain. Frank Welker. Yeah, there's quite a few names.
So that's what I mean. There's famous people in it. It's not like a ragtag cast of unknown people. Like, these are big names that all played voices for this incredibly cartoon-inspired game.
Well, it was kind of inspired by things like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, because it's a cartoon with a live-action guy in it.
Yes, Christopher Lloyd plays himself inside the world, but everything in the world is a cartoon. It's all drawn and it's all animated, but he is like green screened into it.
Yeah.
And it looks like terribly done from modern day standards, but back in the day it was sick, you know. It was so unbelievably cool.
Yeah, top cast: Christopher Lloyd, Tim Curry, Dan Costello, David Ogden Stiers, Dom DeLucy, Jeff Bennett, Corey Burton, Jim Cummings, Tess McNally.
Jeff Bennett is the Carecrow. The Carecrow is Das.
What?
Yeah, we gotta play
What?
this tonight. We gotta play this tonight.
You gotta think how far we're gonna get in one sitting. Is this gonna be a 1 week, 2 week thing? How long of a game is it? If we're starting at like, I don't know, it's gonna be probably like 7 by the time I've come home and made dinner and we've eaten dinner. We're starting at like
honestly,
7.
love, I couldn't, because I've played the game so many times and it's a point and click. I could finish the game tonight because it's a point and click.
Yeah.
I know the answers. I know where to go and sort everything.
Yeah.
You will be
I don't.
experiencing
That's part
it,
of the
so
fun, yeah.
It could be like a 7-week thing.
Oh, okay.
It's not.
That's
It's
fine.
not a big game, but because it's a positive. It's a strat. It's
Yeah,
an
you
old
gotta
point
work
and
it
click,
out,
You've got to
yeah.
work out the answers.
Okay.
So I will know the answers, but yeah, Das is definitely the Carecrow in that one. If we get to him,
If we
which
get
I'm
to it.
sure he's not that far into the game. Yeah, Christopher Lloyd is like the Jim Carrey of the 50s, in my opinion. He is such an expressive character. He's so
That face is so good.
it's so good. Yeah, we got all this to look forward to. We've got to play. I'm stoked to play
Okay.
this. Tonight.
Oh, you're so
I'm
happy.
stoked to
Okay.
play this tonight.
Yeah, well, we haven't really looked at it, but we shouldn't have any problems because it is on on GOG. In fact, I think I own it on GOG, so we haven't got to do any weird screen
No, I
sharing
can just
things.
load it up on yours.
Yeah, I can just download it and install it, which you can do while I'm cooking.
Incidentally, as well, the music in it, I believe, is all the royalty free on because it uses all classical music, which
Yes.
makes it sound boring, but it is used so spectacularly well.
But yeah, it just said on the Wikipedia page that
Unbelievable.
they're all like it's not just the royalty free music. It is sort of like composed by not composed, but it's been reorchestrated.
Yeah.
I think it's said by somebody else. So it's like classical music but with a twist.
Yeah, but because the game takes place in both an incredibly cutesy My Little Pony like happy world and then an incredibly dark, malevolent world,
Mhm.
the classical music blend of like the really happy tones mixed with the really dark tones is flawless.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it's so good.
Okay.
This is just my childhood. Every game had to have good music. If it didn't have good music, I didn't play it as a kid.
Yeah,
All
you're
of the
you're,
games I
you're
played were
surprised. You're
amazing.
surprisingly audio driven.
Yes.
It's something that I've learned over the years because you've always like gotta have like your certain music on your phone to listen to in the car and stuff, and when you're working and. When you were working on Back of Beyond, you had made yourself like custom playlists, one for you to work on it, and then like custom playlists for people to listen to while they were playing.
Yeah.
You care a lot about music and sounds.
Just I can't think of a single game from my childhood which didn't have good music in it. Like Toonstruck did, Subculture did, The Tone Rebellion, Ascendancy, Master of Orion 2,
Yeah.
Imperium Galactica, Homeworld had beautiful music, even though I don't actually have the soundtrack because I was just terrible at that game.
Oh,
I just never played it enough to learn it, but it's just music adds a
Yeah.
whole other level to an experience. It makes it more than a game, it makes it an art form because it's something that you can experience as opposed to just play. I love it. It's what
Aw.
changed the way that I see games was changed by Tone Rebellion.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. It's a terrible game. It doesn't play great, but like musically and
Yeah.
the idea that someone had behind making that game is
Mm.
fantastic. It's so good. So yeah, we're gonna play Toonstruck tonight. We're gonna start
Okay.
it up. There's a big cutscene at the start. A lot of world building, a lot of talking, a lot of obviously making use of these great voice actors that they've got. But once we get into it, we'll see how far we get.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Spook's super hyped now. Okay, well that means we're gonna end the stream here. That was really sweet about how passionate you were getting. I was really just sort of like, happy smile, just like, you're really passionate about that. It was very
I don't
sweet.
get passionate about many things, but the things I am passionate about, I'm very passionate about.
Yes, you are. Okay, right. We're gonna go for a walk and get some fresh air, and then make some food, eat said food, and be back with Toonstruck tonight. And
Mr. Blanc. Tim Curry, a prick.
Okay. Oh boy. Push the button, Spook. Enjoy the end screen, guys. I've actually made the end screen and it should end the stream for me. So we'll see you soon. Bye! You broke it, Spook! You broke it!
I pressed the button! You should press the button!
There we go.